Hi, I'm Laura Dubois, Music Director at Unity of the Valley in Eugene, Oregon. Welcome to our music release for June 2021. This month, our journey is about getting real, about opening up to the times when things are not going well, things don't feel good, they're really hard, and about how we can turn to God, turn to our friends and family and our beloved community, and how they can help us through step by step until we sometimes slowly get back to that place of peace and of healing. I'm very excited to let you know we have two special guests this month. The first one is the incredible and profound local poet, Jora Lafleur. And the other person is someone near and dear to my heart. He came to me wanting piano lessons, but it turns out that he is one of the most inspiring and prolific young composers I have ever had the pleasure to know. And his name is Jasper Beck. So enjoy, know that our hearts are with you. We send our love and our prayers through the good times and through those tough times. Namaste.
Hello, Unity. How are you doing? I actually got to sing a song for the Connecting of the Heart, and I chose Truth Be Told. It's about a man that's having a conversation with God, and it really hit home for me the past couple months, and I really enjoyed singing it, but it also brought up a lot of stuff. But I hope you enjoy it as much as I did. Thanks.
Line number one, you're supposed to have it all together. And when they ask how you're doing, just smile and tell them, never better. Line number two, everybody's life is perfect except yours. So keep your messes and your wounds and your secrets safe with you behind closed doors. Truth be told, the truth is rarely told. Now, I say I'm fine, yeah I'm fine, oh I'm fine, hey I'm fine, but I'm not. I'm broken, and if it's out of control, I say it's under control, but it's not, and you know it. I don't know why it's so hard to admit it, but being honest is the only way to fix it. There's no failure, no fault, there's no sin you don't already know. So let the truth be told. There's a sign on the door, says come as you are, but I doubt it. 'Cause if we lived like it was true, every Sunday morning pew would be crowded. But didn't you say church looked more like a hospital? A safe place for the sick, the sinners and the scarred and the prodigals like me. Well, truth be told, the truth is rarely told. Oh, am I the only one who says I'm fine, yeah I'm fine, oh I'm fine, yeah I'm fine, but I'm not. I'm broken, and when it's out of control, I say it's under control, but it's not, and you know it. I don't know why it's so hard to admit it, but being honest is the only way to fix it. There's no failure, no fall, there's no sin you don't already know. So let the truth be told. say I'm fine, yeah, I'm fine. Oh, I'm fine, yeah, I'm fine. But I'm not. I'm broken. And if it's out of control, I say it's under control. But it's not, and you know it. I don't know why it's so hard to admit it. But being honest is the only way to fix it. There's no failure, no fault, there's no sin you don't already know. Yeah, I know. There's no failure, no fault, there's no sin you don't already know. So let the truth be told.
Hello, Unity community. My name is Joy LaFleur. I'm a spoken word poet, idea wrangler, all around sayer of stuff. I am very pleased to be with you, such as it is. I know this is a really wonderful community I've had the opportunity to connect with through performance in the past, and I hope to in person again. Today, in this remote and digital vehicle, I'm going to share with you some pieces from a new collection I've been working on called COVIDian Times in Place Sheltered. The excerpts you'll see come from a live recording session at Studio 541. They were filmed and audio engineered by Marcus Johnson of Shakin' the Trees Production, and I am accompanied on the cello by Nisha Calkins of Rise and Shine Cello Studio. This production was made possible in part by the Lane Arts Council and City of Eugene Cultural Services. Gotta give the love to everybody. So in order to introduce the project to you, I'm going to read a really excerpted version of the foreword to the books. I just pulled out a few pieces to give a taste of what this project is about. This poetry collection is the outcome of my need to capture, to document, to attempt sense-making and sanity-keeping during the first wave of the COVID-19 pandemic. These pieces were written while I, like so many others, complied with a government-issued stay-home order. I find it hard to imagine where I will sit in another year's time. I'm still trying to reconcile with the immediate past, to trace the space between the tunnel we entered and the lighted ending we have not yet fully exited. This book is a part of that journey. There is no attempt at universality here. These poems are a public but highly personal diary resulting from my own conglomeration of conditions. And whether you find that some of your own first COVIDian experiences were so aligned with mine as to be uncanny, or so distant that we may as well have been living on different planets, my hope is that these poems will offer some small companionship inside your own sphere of reflection. I do not need to know you to feel a tearful tenderness towards you, a deep gratitude for the tether of togetherness that has formed between us with this book in your hands, or this performance. When I sheltered at home alone, my words reached out in search of you. Thank you for reaching back. And if you'd like to have a copy of the book physically in your hands, it will very soon be available through my website, joylafleur.com. Thanks and blessings, Unity!
This piece is called Tolerance. We say our tolerance for a substance is low when we are easily affected by it, usually after a prolonged lack of exposure. We say our tolerance for other people is high when we exemplify compassion and respect for all, including those we don't agree with. My tolerance for other people feels lower every day, but in the substance way. This abstinence from extroversion, changing my chemistry set, Every time I briefly say hello to someone I pass on the walking path, I am struck by how alive and stunning they are. I am looking at every face through a Zoom screen like a coconut ice cream sundae after a month of no sugar, the healthy sweetness of their presence melting me. My armor, my defenses, once used to hold distance, unneeded, growing old, out of use. Everyone looks like proof that the universe is kind. I mean, you! Oh, you! Your existence hits my dry mind like some wild nectar of the vine pressed between the toes of solitary silent maidens, and I am smitten with all the humans, lushly smitten. But unlike beer goggles, I think these Corona goggles can be trusted. Come what may, I hope my tolerance, my walls stay lowered. People. Right? People are pretty. So, this is a bit of an interesting pairing, but so to move from a place of metaphor into speaking more seriously about substances, you know, one of the things that I have read again and again with many different facts and figures is that we're in a time when, you know, people's use of substances, it's through the roof. So we're at a time when, you know, alcohol addiction, drug addiction, it's skyrocketing, and of course it is, because we're experiencing anxiety, depression, loneliness, all the things that cause us to reach for something to cope. And so I just, you know, that was one of the many things I was reflecting on during this time. And yeah, this piece is called Coping Mechanisms. Through whatever grace of genetics and circumstance, and that's all it is, I've never experienced true substance addiction. And honestly, I'm not sure why. It's never been hard for me to empathize with anyone's attempt to solve the problem of how they feel by reaching for something manageable, no matter how unmanageable that solution ultimately becomes. I intimately understand wanting to control and assuage. I've been free from the cage of my own harshest attempts for many years, but I haven't forgotten the impulse. Never gone, only changed. Why I tried to lock my fear and unworthiness into a repetitive equation, and now the liberation, the blessed liberation of eating when hungry and not eating when full, of letting a body be a body, not an unachievable goal, is never lost on me. There are names to give to what it is to live in all the different hell realms of the mind. And mine could have been called eating disorders, exercise addiction, body dysmorphia. And I value the power of such words because we can't heal what we don't claim. But what interests me ever more is the mechanism behind the manifestations. I can feel the hum, the hurt, the vibration of not just a nation, but a globe bearing a new shared load of suffering. I keep thinking about buffering, about all the ways we try to stay certain amidst uncertainty, and my heart is with all the addicts among us. In our mirrors, I keep reflecting on what it's looked like for me to cope, and I can't help but have this hope that we might collectively be humbled into greater compassion than ever before for our neighbors' past traumas and present pains, to give whatever helpful names we need to the ways we try to heal ourselves with poisons, mend our wounds with knives, to the ways we respond inside unsafe circumstances, to the ways we attempt to manage the inherent anxieties of being alive as death stalks our breath. I keep reflecting on how sweet the word recovery is, how I'm not sure what the world's recovery from this illness will look like, but I know how to believe in what's possible.
Hey everyone, I'm Jasper Beck, and you're about to hear a piece I composed called Take Me Back Home. I'm really happy that I got to present this piece for this little presentation here. The piece itself is sort of personal to me. I came up with the chords first, and what the chords said to me was that they were longing for something they didn't currently have. And so I created some lyrics about longing for a past, a brighter past that isn't what you're currently feeling, and then experiencing the hardship around you and longing for salvation out of that. And I had a really fun time rehearsing it and playing it with all the other musicians, especially Paul the saxophone player, because he got to represent the presence of God with his sax solo, which I think is both funny but fitting. So thank you very much, and here's my piece. Take Me Back Home.
Hey Unity, good to see y'all. Hope y'all doing well. Yeah, it was really fun and inspiring that to play with Jasper and his song. Definitely, it got me wanting to eventually, put my songs out there and like his songs, hopefully, inspire people and just give that sense of inspiration. And so thank you, Jasper. I'm gonna shout out to you for putting it out there and hopefully lifting people up. So again, hope you all doing well, and yeah, see you in the next one.
I never knew the weight of the world. Would weigh on me. I was wild and free. Thought it would never end. The whole world was in my head. I was whoever I wanted to be, singing no. Take me back home, singing no. Take me back home, take me back, take me back. I never knew that hollow cold. I feel so tired, so uninspired. Feel like I'm drifting away, like I'm lost in outer space. Lord, come fill me with your consuming fire, singing, oh Lord, take me back home, singing, oh Lord, swords, 1,000 armies coming to cut me down. So please just take me home, back to where I belong. I wanna feel your presence now. I never knew the weight of the world.
So for the middle of the set, for these next two poems, I'm going to invite a more direct conversation between Nisha and I. So in this poem, I'm going to read a couple lines, and she's going to improv back on the cello. So we're just going to really talk to each other for a minute. This is definitely, we're going to jazz it out. Let's see what happens, okay? This piece is called Involuntary Grace. Dance, little caterpillar, dance! What other chance will you have? Wiggle like the wind within your temporary skin. It could begin shortly. The end of you, the beginning of you. We are going through something here, crawling near an edge. Shimmy your way over the gravel. Rock out while you still can. There's a plan coming soon to cocoon you in liberation, immobilize you with evolution, shelter you in place. Before you face that darkness, dance. Dance as though you wish you had wings. Yeah, caterpillars. I think, we're at an interesting time, just beginning our emergence, still probably partly in the cocoon. And this book, in part, I think, for me, it's an opportunity to begin that process of reflection, to try to understand what we've been through, but we're still in it. So, as you may have noticed, there's some river themes that happen in my poetry. I live by the McKenzie River, which is one of the most beautiful rivers in the world. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Here in Oregon, it's my great good fortune to come from several generations that live on that river. And so for this next piece, it's a shorty. I'm going to invite Nisha to give us just a little bit of an ambient river backdrop as we kind of reflect on the journey we've been on and that we're still on. If I could drink up the whole river in one gulp, I would hold it in my mouth, walk on foot all the way to the ocean, and spit it back out like laughter, welcoming those waves of relief after a long, strange journey of enduring protection.
Hey everyone, my song this month is Dear God by Corey Asbury, and I'd really like to thank my childhood friend Lori for introducing me to that song. Also I have some friends behind me here. This last 15 months has been so challenging for all of us, and I think about the ways that I've seen God's love and absolutely see it through the good people who have been so generous and helpful, and I'm just amazed, I'm blown away. And as far as like my inner strength, well, I guess I had the strength to surrender and the strength to listen, and I've grown a lot. So I just hope you enjoy the song, and I'm sending out lots of peace and love.
Hello, Unity. Brian Alexander here. Your guitarist, occasional announcement person. Yay, I got to do announcements once. And also one of your resident experts on grief during the pandemic, through no choice of mine or the other people that are going through grief at the moment. Oh boy. Interesting times. In my life, things seem to be moving into a different chapter. Have accepted an offer on my house. I've moved all my things and am living on the coast full time now. And it seems that probate is almost finished too. Which you would think would be good things, but they're also cause a lot of upheaval in the psyche. Because it's yet another way of feeling like leaving Mary Kay behind. I know that's not true. It just happens to be the way the emotions go when you're going through grief. For me, it's so true that rely on the support and the love of my family, my church family, my friends, and the kindness of strangers, really. That's how I make it through it. It seems like we may be making it through in the macro sense too. Looks like Oregon may be opening up soon with a high enough vaccination rate. We'll be able to do the things that we've done in the past. Maybe not the same as we've done them in the past, but we'll be back to doing them. Time marches on. life marches on. And in the words of my favorite poet, Robert Hunter, one way or another, this darkness got to give.
Dear God, I've been trying awful hard to make you proud of me, but it seems the harder that I try, all the harder it becomes, and I feel like giving up. Most of the time, dear God, I've been chasing their approval and it's killing me, and I know the more I try to prove, oh, the less I have to show, and I'm stuck inside my head most of the time. But if I pray a little harder, if I follow all the rules, I wonder, could I ever be enough? 'Cause I try and I try just to fall back down again, and I ask myself, why do I try to chase the wind? I just lean into the mystery. Maybe hope is found in a melody. So I wanna try again. Yeah, I'm gonna try again. Dear child, I hope you know how much I love you, and I'm proud of you. Please believe the thoughts I have for you will never change or fade away. And when you felt like giving up, never did. 'Cause I'm not scared of imperfections or the questions in your head. Just know that you have always been enough. 'Cause you tried and you tried, and I saw you wrestle with every how, every why. I was right there listening. So just fall into the mystery, and I'll meet you here in the melody. So please try, just to try again. So child, would you try again? My child, you can love again. try again. My child, you can love